Arsenal versus Real Madrid. Can the Gunners pull off a Champions League miracle? The stage is set for a Champions League night to remember at the Emirates. After Mikel Arteta's not-so-subtle squad rotation at Everton, let's be honest, he might as well have started with the club mascot and a fan TV regular. Arsenal now face their biggest test yet, the mighty Real Madrid. While some wrote off Arsenal's chances before the draw was even made, come on, this is Real Madrid we're talking about. They survive knockout ties like cockroaches survive nuclear winters. There are genuine reasons for optimism. Carlo Ancelotti's men have been leaky at the back lately, conceding in their last 8 games. And let's not forget Arsenal's perfect record against Los Blancos in European knockout ties. 1 win from 1 meeting, courtesy of a certain Thierry Henry back in 2006. Of course, it won't be easy. Even with Madrid's defensive woes, facing Mbappé, Vinícius Jr. and Rodrygo is enough to give any defender nightmares, especially when your back line includes a rusty Jakub Kiwior. And yes, we all saw that controversial disallowed Leipzig goal from last season's tie, oops. But with the Emirates crowd set to create a wall of noise, Arteta's practically begged fans to arrive early, and Arsenal's young guns ready to shine. This could be one of those special European nights we'll talk about for years. So can Arsenal pull off the impossible? Stranger things have happened in football. Just ask that American tourist who accidentally ended up at a Southend game last weekend. One thing's for sure, this tie has all the ingredients for a classic. Now let's see if Arteta's men can cook up something special. Live on Big Website. Join Michael Butler from 8 p.m. BST for updates on Leicester City 0-1 Newcastle. Quote of the day. Sunday, April 6th. If we take the long road to come back here, I am ready. A defiant Ivan Juric says he is already thinking about plotting a way back to the Premier League for Southampton after their relegation with a record 7 games left to play. Monday, April 7th. Ivan came to Southampton at a tough time and was tasked with trying to improve a squad in a difficult situation. Unfortunately, we haven't seen performances progress the way we had hoped. Juric can plan what he'll do for an extended Easter break instead after being hastily bundled through the Saints' door marked due 1. What's Russell Martin up to these days? Football Daily Letters. Is the Manchester Derby even an elite match anymore? What barometer can we use to measure the significance of this mid-table clash? Close observers of Pep Guardiola will know that during the top clashes, such as El Clasico, Der Klassiker, and City v Liverpool, absolutely every time he's on camera, Pep is hawking phlegm onto the touchline. It's as if the mere possibility of a goal causes his juices to flow. For 90 minutes at Old Trafford, he did not produce any spittle. Not even the tiniest dribble. All he offered was a half-hearted, resigned flob in injury time. This is all we need to know that the Guardiola era has finally run dry, and this former hotbed of salivating football is now unable to produce even the slightest bubble of moisture in the spittle glands of the Spaniard, Jimmy O'Brien. During the United City Snooze-a-thon, the camera panned to a stoic Eric Cantona watching the match from a secluded location. Even with the gray beard, flat cap, and oversized granddad sunglasses, Cantona looked like he still could do a job as a playmaker without too much effort. Same with the grizzled, haggard, and looming presences of Peter Schmeichel, Roy Keane, etc. glaring at the field. I know that the 90s version of United wouldn't last for a full match against the current generation. But are we sure that they couldn't get to halftime with a 0-0 scoreline if we had a semi-serious friendly between the sides? Are we? Mike Wilner. Seeing the weed-addled old Wembley Stadium looking like a location from some sort of post-apocalyptic zombie film/TV series, Friday's Memory Lane, full email edition, was disconcerting. Although obviously watching the England team at New Wembley is a totally different proposition to watching some lumbering undeads shambling around desperately searching for brains, Matt Lew. Send letters to the .boss@theguardian.com. Today's letter O the day winner is Matt Lew, who wins a copy of Groundhopper by Pitch Publishing. Visit their bookshop here. Terms and conditions for our competitions can be viewed here. Recommended listening. Football Weekly is here. Get listening. This is an extract from our daily football email. Football Daily. To get the full version, just visit this page and follow the instructions.